So there's a poacher on the landscape, kind of par for the course, but this one set up a deer stand. So we're gonna go send a clear message and see if we can get him on camera. Follow me. Be quiet while hunting rabbits. The funny part about that is you don't have to be quiet when you're hunting rabbits. The dogs just chase after them and they're woofing the whole time. But when we enter the woods, you want to slow down. A lot of times people say, oh, I don't see anything when I enter the woods. That's because you're moving too fast and you're moving like in a shopping mall. You know, you're just kind of plowing forward. But so we stop and we'll listen to the sounds and just kind of get acclimated with the environment. They call it like moving like a panther, right? So we'll sit here and then we'll move for a little bit and then we'll stop and we'll listen to the sounds again and see what's around us and look and listen, you know, use our 5 senses or 6 senses if you're Bruce Willis. But so if we walk like we're in like regular environments, a lot of times like we're just kind of catching ourselves falling and like all of that sound echoes through the wilderness. But when we put our foot down, if we put our toes down first, or the outside, and then roll the foot down and back, that's super exaggerated, but it'll actually send the sound backwards. So if we walk like, you know, through the leaves, it's harder for things in front of us to hear what's going on. Today we have the benefit of having all this wind with us too, so like that'll kind of hide our signature as we go through the woods. Also be thinking about smells, right? So if you're hunting, hunters don't really want to take their clothing back into the house, you know, and they don't want to wash it with like Tide and these commercial cleaners because that really stands out in a natural environment. One way to camouflage your clothing is just by standing around a fire. There's no place that doesn't know fire, you know, like fire managed landscapes for thousands of years, and deer and animals still know that smell. So that's one way to muffle your odor. Something to think about. Look, we found a turd. The sand people move in single file to hide their numbers. So when the wind blows, we can kind of increase our speed a little bit from this like baseline walking, because that'll hide our signature, you know. Actually, that's what hawks do, is they hunt, you know, the wind patterns or like those fronts. So we can kind of think about ourselves in that respect. When the wind's not going, you kind of stay stationary. When the wind blows, you can move extra quick. Did y'all see the deer over there? You could see it too if you signed up for a class at sustainablehomestead.com. But since you didn't, I guess I get to enjoy it all by myself. So here we are at the poacher's deer stand. And I wrote him a nice note. It might be a woman, but dear poacher, say cheese, you are not welcome here. To avoid further issue, please pack your things and do not return. Tell your friends. Sincerely me, Scott Vernon, the landowner or land manager. And then I put my cell phone number. So if he has issue with that, he can call me. Get my cell phone number on tape. If you have issue, you can call me, because that's what we do, is help people with their landscape and managing them and educating them to be one with nature. 276-732-6694. Call me for help. I want to help you. That's what I'm here for. But in this case, screw this guy. We're not helping him. He didn't ask permission, and he should hunt his own land. That seems pretty clear. You would see that if you're going to climb up the ladder. These are cell-linked cameras, so even if he tries to steal them, it'll already have beamed his picture back to my cell phone and to the authorities. But that's why I said, like, to avoid further issue, just pack your stuff and leave. So our options are like, we camp out here and kill him and his whole family. That doesn't really solve anything. We call the game warden, which takes a long time. And like, if they know where you live, they can always come back and like mess with your equipment and stuff. So it just seems like the best. I could steal his deer stand. People have said, oh, you should take this deer stand. But people are crazy, and you know, if they take it, or if you take this, they might come looking for something of equal value. So for me, I think the best solution is just leave him a note. Hopefully he packs his things. We'll get him on camera, and that's the end of it, right? For this guy. There'll always be another one, because it seems to be like a never-ending saga. But this is the first deer stand that I found on a property that I manage, well inside a fenced boundary. So notice I put one camera facing the thing. That camera is facing that one. I hope that this one is enough to catch everything. But then I have this one that it's not a cell phone camera. I'll have to come back and like get the card. But I'm gonna do a little bit better job of hiding this one. Hopefully he'll see those. That's kind of the point. Today on To Catch a Poacher. Did y'all see this amazing hat? You can get yours. Actually, you can't.